I believe this is my third year I've participated in this Empowered Light Holistic Expo. What makes me come back here is the opportunity as an instrument of spirit, as I'm guided and led to meet the people here and to be available to them if they resonate with Blue Turtle. Hello everyone, I'm Blue Turtle and I'm here with you today. What a privilege to be here, to speak with you and share experientially about the intuitive self. And it's so important for us to be able to develop this part of ourselves, of our being, because what else is there that keeps us safe and well and grounded and connected beautifully in this physical plane? Because we are divine in physical form. And so we come here into this lifetime on a sacred journey. And each lifetime as well. Please come forward. I have to leave. Okay, but wonderful to have you close here. And so the intuition has been so important in our own American history through the Transcendentalists. Many of you know the Transcendentalists. Emerson, A. Bronson Alcott, Henry David Thoreau, Margaret Fuller. There were important women there as well who were treated equally with the men. And they're coming from this profound place in the 1830s through the 1850s. And I want to share a little bit of the writing as we begin of George Ripley, who was a Unitarian minister who created a Platonic community, a brook farm, out of the Transcendentalism. And there is a small class of scholars whose aims and pursuits are of a different character. They value literature not as an end, but as an instrument to help the solution of problems that haunt and agitate the soul. They wish to look into the truth of things, the universe, in its mysterious and terrible grandeur, have acted upon them. Life is not regarded by them as a pageant or a dream. It passes before their eye in dread and solemn beauty. Thought is stirred up from its lowest depths. They become students of God unconsciously, and secret communion with the divine presence is their preparation for a knowledge of books and the expression of their own convictions. Their writings, accordingly, whenever they appear, will be alive. They will probably offend or grieve many who make the state of their own minds the criterion of truth. But at the same time, they will be welcomed by others who find in them the word which they were waiting to hear spoken. And Margaret Fuller, as the first woman reporter for Horace Greeley's New York Tribune, carried this transcendentalism further into her work and life, a forerunner of women's rights and suffrage history, which we'll be celebrating soon in 2020 nationally, but in New York State now this year. And Margaret awakens to transcendentalism at 21 years old. She experienced a spiritual epiphany during a Unitarian church service, and this led her to the movement. It grew from German Romanticism, which emphasized the individual, the emotions, and nature. And this was unheard of for people to be writing in their journals and expressing their public and personal feelings and sharing this in the world. So the importance as we move toward democracy and people's movements, the importance of the individual, the person. And this philosophy was inspired by the German writer and scientist Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, who acknowledged the importance of the self and the individual as part of an organic whole, and German philosopher Immanuel Kant, who repudiated the rationality and logic of the Enlightenment. Kant emphasized the sixth sense, or intuition, which goes beyond or transcends the five physical senses. And so we find how important it is to come from this place. And so the transcendentalists would go for long walks, alone or together. And this was in the countryside Boston and in Concord as they lived and gathered there, and in other places. But these long walks in nature, because they felt this sense of God or the mystery in nature. And so how powerful that may be for some of us here as well, connecting through this awesome understanding and feeling of this presence in nature. In preparation for this work today, I wrote a poem from my own intuitive journeying and sensing. How am I part of this awe, this great wonder that we experience in the physical plane, but goes beyond it. The physical plane is part of this as we experience the multi-dimensions. And so I call this poem Looking for Connections. Looking for connections to people through past lives. I get a psychic sense of their current history and interests. I search to find ways that bring forth their passions and gifts. Yet I know, because it's in the knowing, yet I know what is needed through the divine spirit that permeates all things, all being. I am swept away by its majesty and awe. I am awakened from my own deep sleep to understand the esoteric ways of the universe. Here, in duality, we move away from our minds to live more and more from our soul energy residing in our solar plexus. In our own sacred space of connection within our holy temples. I connect past lives relevant for this lifetime with DNA analysis that leads us to our deepest selves. So sense these layers, sense this understanding that we come from and that we're part of. And as we interchange and exchange, and as you're all exploring here today at the Empowered Light Holistic Expo, you're coming in search of this. What do you connect to? What pulls you to certain vendors, certain people here? What moves you away? What repels you as well? And you must listen to this, because this is the sense of, this knowing, this gut feeling. So we see this intuition as we know it in our beings and in ourselves. We come from and connect through this holy place we carry. And in our solar plexus is our soul energy. And then I call this residing and continuous, eternal, sacred place within ourselves, the intuitive self. And so get a sense of how this feels for you and what you know, and how does this serve you. And when you go, yes, this feels right, this person I want to connect to, or this situation feels so good, and you move toward it. And then something, no, I can't quite place it or see it, but I sense and feel and know from this place that there's something awry, that something doesn't feel right, and so I can't go toward that person or those people or what is happening there. I have to retreat, and even retreat quietly and silently, and yet I know there's something I know. So it's in this knowing, and we learn to cultivate this, because we know when we come from this place, why, if we come and listen to that and follow that gut feeling guidance, that, oh my gosh, look at how beautifully things are opening for me. And it's like, and one gateway leading to another. And then we find, oh, if we go, oh, what do I want to do here in the duality of the mind and the tension of the mind? And we're torn, and we're not sure, and then we go, oh, well, I'll go with it, but not going from our gut feeling. And so in this, and then you realize, oh my gosh, at some point, what have I gotten myself into here? It doesn't feel right, it's not looking good, and things are pressing in on me, and it feels like it's not what I wanted, and it's crazy and chaotic and uncertain and doesn't feel good. And so I've got to say, oh my gosh, I've got to get out of this, and how do I do this? So how important it is to listen to this gut feeling, or this intuitive knowingness or wisdom that we carry and connect to in our intuitive self. And so let us explore experientially moving into this quiet and sacred place. So get comfortable. You can put your bags down and be at ease. Ground yourselves in Mother Earth. Root, put your feet down, and that you're well rooted, and see your feet sinking deeply into the embrace, the loving embrace of Mother Earth. She loves us and wants to support us and wants us to be able to move beautifully and flowingly upon her. And so as it is comfortable, you may close your eyes, moving into that quiet place as I call in the healing energies to be with us, to protect us and guide us and lead us today as we meet in this sacred way. And please prepare as it is comfortable for you.
Oh
Holy Ones, blessed beings, we are grateful for your love and care and devotion to us. Thank you for your presence as we gather in your light and love, protection and joy. We are your children seeking greater understanding and wisdom as we come together in this beautiful way. Help us to grow in this understanding of ourselves and our deepest connection to you as we move into this quiet, loving space. Created by you. Feel the growing presence of the divine energy. As it comes in its special way for each of us and collectively as we gather in this holy space. As you are rooted and as you are feeling the loving energy come in, notice how you are embraced and living the heartbeat of Mother Earth through the drumming. How the Mother embraces us and lifts us. And helps us as we go within. Into this loving space. Of joy and light. Which connects to us in a most beautiful way. Feel the sustenance and the continued renewal of Mother Earth. as her heartbeat continues quietly with us and within us. Almost silently. Notice how you are moving within. And follow your breath naturally in and out. Breathing in the sustenance, the replenishment, the sunshine of this beautiful day. Breathing out any tension, anxiety, frustration. And continuing to allow yourself to move deeper and deeper within, into your knowing, into your being, into this sacred space, the intuitive self. Notice how awake you are, and that if you needed to respond to any emergency outwardly, you could in a moment. You are poised and yet at ease, and moving more and more into your centeredness of being. Notice how your mind has been very busy and is beginning to quiet down. And just let those thoughts go in and out of your mind. Do not judge them. Do not hold on to them in any way. You can hear the voices outside. All of your 5 senses are fully awake and aware, along with your 6th sense, your intuitive knowing, as you move more and more within. Feel how your energy, your life force energy, chi energy, is unifying and moving in such a beautiful, flowing rhythm. How you're moving into this greater ease and place of quiet. This holy place is where you connect with all that is, the divine energy, the cosmos, your inspiration, imagination, and creativity. This is your eternal being. when you choose to transition from this lifetime, this is the part of you that will leave your temple and go on to the whole, to the God, Goddess, magnificent mystery, awe that we are all part of and that we reside in and connect with through our intuitive self. And experience how this feels for you. And each of you will see and feel and know it in your own unique way. And that is perfect. That is right for you. Whatever that is. It may be a physical place that manifests, a warm, cozy place, somewhere in the woods, in Mother Earth and nature. It could be colors, or you may even go into the void, nothingness. Whatever is yours, you can connect with, will come to you. And so surrender as we go within in this guided meditation. You may have particular healing energies coming forward to present themselves, make themselves known to you. Some new ones, or ones you have worked with and which have been present for you in so many ways. Let what is yours in your intuitive self come forth for you, to guide you, to lead you, and to nourish you in your beauty and your joy as holy children, as sacred daughters and sons of this vast creation. Let the healing energies embrace you and care for you, touch you in the ways that are most beautiful and healing for you. And you can come to this place at any time when you need a few minutes away from your schedule, from the busyness, and need to slow down and take care of yourselves. This is where you can move. This is where you can go for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and refresh yourself. As you know, you may feel your crown chakra expanding and opening. Because we are being anointed, all of us, for this next movement and comfortable, natural movement in our spiritual life and path. And so this blessed energy is coming through to help us as we have come together in this sacred way. And Mother Isis is present for us. In the middle, I'm seeing her through my mind's eye, and you may be experiencing her in some other way. But again, what's right for you and appropriate. And experiencing this sacred place of the intuitive self, which we all carry and have access to. My children, I am grateful for your presence here, that you have come to seek the greater knowledge in this beautiful spiritual happening and community of the Expo. You are called in different ways, and yet you are drawn to continue to grow in the unconditional love and light. How beautiful and serene this part of the journey as you come together in the growing knowledge, as you have also gone through the strife and the challenges and suffering. And yet, this makes you in the greater blessing who and what you are and why you came into this lifetime. And so we of the sacred world honor and respect you and are grateful to you for being open to our calling and to be instruments of the divine energy. You are so needed. I cherish you in my heart, and I will guide you and be with you as you allow me to serve you, as you have served me throughout the ages, and as you know in your soul energy. Thank you, Mother Isis, and the holy energy so present for us today in loving and protecting us as we learn together, as we explore, making a greater and deeper connection with you so we can live well and thrive and serve your people and serve Mother Earth and all of her children. Thank you for this blessing today, this anointing of love and care, so we can carry you and bring the healing through us from you to those in need, to those in despair and suffering, needing a helping hand, needing a loving touch. We are grateful for your presence with us today. Thank you. Continue to be with us, guide us and lead us. As we need your blessed help. as it is comfortable, please come back from our meditation. How did this feel for you? Please?
Awesome.
Awesome, yes, awesome. We were in the awesome energy, weren't we? This great, loving, powerful energy. Yes. Anyone else? And your shining eyes, bright eyes, and Jerry, yes, beautiful. And what did you experience, Jerry, in the beautiful here?
Serenity.
Serenity, yes. And so important to be able to be part of that serenity and peace in what is happening in our world and circumstances, and yet know we can find this even in the heartache and sorrow and difficulties that are occurring. And this can guide us and lead us and keep us safe and well. Anyone else? You're smiling.
I'm missing figure eights of pinks.
Yes, beautiful pinks. And what does that mean for you? The swirling pinks. Yes.
Love.
Love. And so the love was coming in. It sounds like pouring in. And in these swirls, was it a figure eight? Figure eight. And so look at that divinity and that eternity coming in, to bless us and grace us. I mean, what a thing. And yet, and look, different individual things occurred for us, but this happened all together in this coming together and gathering of sacred community. And so look how each of you came and are drawn here. And so we're guided and led by this greater part of things. And how beautiful. But feel the energy as a result. Feel your energy and know it. And know you can take this with you. It's with you. We've been blessed and gifted today. And just be this and call upon it at any time that you need. And realize how, as you are part of this, I'm just getting chills as I'm speaking here and guided by Spirit as an instrument, and how this will serve you, makes you feel better and well, keeps you safe and protected, and how you, as you go into the world, in your life, into your neighborhoods, your communities, you can share this. And by being it and allowing it, and whenever it gets hectic and crazy, that you can take 5, 10, 15 minutes, even more time. You may want to spend even more time, to make this part of your daily lives, because it matters and makes such a difference, doesn't it? That we can be quiet and still and connect with this greater part. It's like incredible, isn't it? Yes, and your beautiful smile here. What did you experience? Yes, what is happening? And you're giggling, laughing beautifully.
A crazy amount of energy when you're concentrating on everything. It was chills, and then it was just so much warmth.
Warmth and crazy energy and chills, yes.
Just switching, a huge lotus at my crown, and it felt like
Huge lotus at your crown. How beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's like, I can feel that too. And your crown, so your crown chakra really opened. I'm getting that sense too. It like really expanded as I'm seeing here, as I'm looking through my mind's eye as an instrument as we're speaking. So yes, and woo. And that fills and affects all of us, so beautifully. How wonderful. Any other sharings or insights? And you just continue to smile. You're the unconditional love energy. And yes, you're feeling it. And each of us is. Realize we are each the unconditional love energy. And what a difference this will make in our lives and in our world. As each of us, and coming together, each of us is powerful and important through the divine energy as sacred daughters and sons, and that we are this and be this in this powerful, as we were present and in this powerful way, how we can share this and be this in the world. Now, isn't that incredible? And I have chills. And so we carry this and we have this together, we share this, and we can take this out together. And you're so at peace, aren't you? What is it that you're feeling?
I saw a lot of purple light. So.
Purple light. Yeah, the colors come, don't they? And what does the purple mean for you?
It's just the higher self.
The higher self. So we're engaging, and it's that beautiful purple and violet, high frequency, spiritual color and energy. And boy, does that lift us up, doesn't it? Incredibly lifts us up. How wonderful. Please.
Well, I felt once again that it wasn't so much the words that you were using with us, but I really felt your warm heart, and I felt spirit coming through you, which once again pointed to me how it's not so much what we say, but the intent with which we say it, and the warmth of heart with which we communicate to people. And what this did for me, we had a talk earlier.
Yes, Natalie, yes, we talked earlier.
Yeah, what I saw, for me, was a lot of really light rainbow-type colors, and then it unified with a waterfall. Like
Beautiful
several
waterfall.
waterfalls in a kind of triptych position with the stream flowing, and it wasn't outside of me, it was within me.
Within
So
you,
it's a
you
very,
found this.
Yeah, refreshing feeling of being cleansed, and yet having the power of water, that power.
The power of water cleansing you.
Yes, exactly.
And it wasn't the words, but it was what came through me as an instrument of spirit. Yes. And so being in that place and us being instruments of spirit. And so look what we can say and do. How powerful and important this is. And we can take this with us now into our lives and as we explore this beautiful day. So thank you so much for being a part of Discover Your Intuitive Self today.
Thank you.